Bhagavad Gita chapter 4. Uh, Before reciting the shloka, I would just like to us to do a little bit of recap of what we did in the previous shloka, just to set the context. The Lord in shloka 19 says that one is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. So such a person, such a devotee is said to be is considered by the saints as a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. Then the Lord elaborates in verse 20, saying that abandoning all attachment to the results of his activities, ever one is forever satisfied and independent. And in such a manner, one does not perform any fruitive action, although one might be engaged in different kinds of undertakings. So, moving on from there, we are now on to Shloka 21. I will recite thrice, and then I will invite you to recite after me. निराशीर्यत चितात्मा त्यक्त सर्वपरिग्रहः शारीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वन्नाप्नोति किल्बिषम् निराशीर्यत चितात्मा त्यक्त सर्वपरिग्रहः शारीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वन्नाप्नोति किल्बिषम् निराशीर्यत चितात्मा त्यक्त सर्वपरिग्रहः शारीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वाणाप्नोति किल्बिषम्. Please repeat after me. Nirashiryat chitatma tyakta sarva parigraha shariram kevalam karma kurvanapnoti kilbisham. Nirashiryat chitatma tyakta sarva parigraha shariram kevalam karma kurvanapnoti kilbisham. So the word meanings and translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nirashi, without desire for the result. Yata, controlled. Chitta Atma, mind and intelligence. Tyakta, giving up. Sarva, all. Karma, Parigraha, sense of proprietorship over possession. Shariram, in keeping body and soul together. Kevalam, only. Karma, work,
work,
purvan,
purvan,
doing,
doing,
na,
na,
never,
never,
apnoti,
apnoti,
does acquire,
does require,
kilbisham,
kilbisham,
sinful reactions.
sinful reaction.
Translation: such a man of understanding acts with mind and intelligence,
Such a man of understanding acts with mind and intelligence,
perfectly controlled,
perfectly controlled,
gives up all sense of proprietorship
gives up all sense of proprietorship
over his possessions,
over his possessions,
and acts
and acts
only for the bare necessities of life.
only for the bare necessities and life.
Thus, working,
Thus working,
he is not affected by sinful reactions.
he is not affected by simple reaction.
So Srila Prabhupada explains further in his purport, and he says that a person who is fixed in Krishna consciousness does not expect good or bad results in his activities. His mind and intelligence are perfectly controlled, and since the awareness and the understanding of such a devotee that he is just a part and parcel of the divine makes it easier for him to comprehend that being a part means that anything that he does is not just only his action, but he is just instrumental to a bigger plan. So the part played by him as a part and parcel of the whole is not his own activity, but is only being done through him by the Supreme. Um, a Krishna conscious person is always uh, dovetailed with the supreme desire, for he has no desire for personal sense gratification. He moves exactly like a part of a machine, as a machine part requires maintenance, oiling, and cleaning. Uh, this is being done for him when he actually works in the material work, so that this kind of material work makes him or keeps him rather fit to work for the to work in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. So he's therefore immune to all reactions of his endeavors. Like an animal, he has no proprietorship even over his own body. A cruel proprietor, Srila Prabhupada continues to explain that a cruel proprietor of an animal sometimes kills the animal in his possession, yet the animal does not protest, nor does it have any real independence, such that a Krishna conscious person is also fully engaged in self realization, has very little time to falsely possess any material object. For maintaining body and soul, he does not require unfair means of accumulating money. He does not therefore become contaminated by such material sins. He is free from all reactions to his actions. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.